What's up, guys? Today I want to do something really fun and do live listing analysis. So, what we're about to see are three listings that are live on Amazon right now that you can go check out, and we'll see what they're doing right, what they're doing wrong, so that you can learn from that, increase your conversion rate on your listings, and make more money. Because the thing is, your Amazon success depends 100% on how well your listing converts. You could run the best ads in the world with the most intelligent ads manager, and they still won't do well if you're only converting at like 3 or 4 or 5%, right? It's just not going to do it because you're spending the money. But when the people get there from that ad spend, it's not going to work, right? Because you're just not converting enough people. So I wanted to highlight a few listings. I found three from totally different industries, so you can see the common good things between them. And I wanted to start with a niche that is near and dear to my heart. This is a restaurant menu covers. Seems a little random, I know, but it's a good one, and we're a fan of B2B Amazon products here on the channel. So I wanted to, let's take a look here. The other thing, just to note really quickly, is that humans have been reading text for several thousand years, but we've been looking at images way longer than that. So the first thing that pops in the buyer's journey, absolutely, you guessed it, the photo, right? The main photo. And I am here on the 25 variant. Let's go to the 10. Different main photo for the 10 variant. That's great. Um, you definitely also want to put measurements, dimensions as much as you can. This reduces the returns that you get from customers, decreases the likelihood of negative reviews, increases the likelihood of positive reviews. Because we're not in a physical store, this is online, we have to set proper expectations however we can. I would use a photo that puts this menu in the context of an actual restaurant. This does it a little bit with a human hand. You can kind of see the size and scale, but these numbers, again, it's just text, and it doesn't speak as well as a four scale image would. The infographics are leaving me a little flat. It's good to include detail shots like this, but here I'll show you this one at the same time. This other listing, which we're going to get to in a second, they sort of do a two for one, right? They're setting the expectations with the measurements, but also this is kind of a lifestyle shot, right? So that's just kind of interesting. It's kind of good. They're using their space efficiently. Now, these guys have used all, 7 photo slots, but at the same time, I think they could do more with these infographics. I think, graphic design wise, it could have been done a little bit better. This looks a little crude, but, you know, A for effort and M for menu. Okay. Um, Yep. Again, the hand is good. We found that conversion rates go up when you include human faces in the listings. So a happy customer holding the menu, for example, examining the menu, a couple came to dinner at the restaurant, right? I just noticed it's lorem ipsum on the menu. That's kind of funny. Lorem ipsum, wouldn't recommend it. Tastes terrible. Uh, a little bit of lifestyle here. A little bit of lifestyle. This is good, right? But the menu itself is not in the photo. You should get that photoshopped. You know, uh, our company can do this for you, or you get someone on Fiverr to do it, graphic designer, right? It's easy. And now with AI too, I think very soon with something like Mid Journey, you can look that up. You could say show this product in this instance, and it's going to be able to do it. So they also used a video, which the only thing I would say, again, in general about the listing is that it focuses too much, I think, on the functionality. And sure, we're selling to businesses, so the argument could be made it just has to work. But at the same time, think about who you're selling to. In this case, it's a restaurant menu, right? And so if you're buying a pack of menus, you're probably not a consumer. You might be a restaurant owner. And what do you want? You want customers to be happy coming into your restaurant, to spend a lot. You want them to tip the wait staff. The menu is the first impression, the first thing they see when they sit down. So you want it to be a special experience. And so I think we could sell that a little bit more, where it's like get more, impress your guests, get more tips, right? There could be some benefits instead of, these are good, but these are features, right? Why do you want a durable menu? Why do you want it to be light and easy to clean? Well, it's because it is easier for your staff. So that's the one thing. So more efficient on your staff. Your staff is happier. They feel like they're working at a great restaurant. And then for your guests, which is, this is the whole reason we have menu covers, is because you want to impress them and you want to impress upon them a good, yeah, just it's part of the customer experience. It's the first thing I see. One thing they're doing that I really really like is they are having different child variations by quantity. You would be shocked. Like they have this 25 here. If they made a 50, they'd sell some. If they made 100, they'd sell one, maybe even one a month, right? You want to give people the easy option of buying more of your product. Why wouldn't you want to do that? You want to give them that option because that reduces the friction and more people are likely to do it. I'm not gonna, buy 50 because I don't have the option to. It's just, it's just that simple. Amazon ran a study. The exact numbers elude me, but when they realized that if their page load speed was just a little slower, they would lose millions, in monthly sales, maybe billions. And so the same applies here. You have to make it easy for people to buy more. So if you have a product and you notice that people are buying them in any significant quantity whatsoever, give them that option. Make it easier. You can make that option FBM for now just to test the waters, but my goodness, should you have that option. But yes, they're making good use of parent-child SKUs. You obviously don't want these to be their own listing because that would be horrible. Just makes it harder to find, and the reviews don't aggregate as nicely. Obviously, don't abuse this. An Amazon seller was recently fined $600,000 for abusing the parent-child variation thing. Make sure that they're legitimate variations, not totally different products, obviously, which is what that seller was. Uh, Not sued, fined 600,000. Um, the bullets, I did, it remains to be seen if they have keyword rich text. It looks like they did definitely make a good attempt at that, but use all the text provided. This bullet is too short. Um, they have enhanced brand content, which is great. It definitely converts better than just the random text description there. But again, just show the menu actually in a lifestyle image, show human faces. I like this as highlights of different features. One easy way to think about the features, because you don't want, like, it literally says slide in feature, right? But you want to explain feature benefit. So you'd say, like, with slide in feature, so that your staff can seamlessly, um, you know, change from breakfast to lunch, for example, or with slide in feature, so that your staff loves working with the menus or whatever. Um, Transparent PVC, easy to clean, so that your staff can spend more time with who matters, your customers, you know. Uh, yeah, anyway, so that's don't just sell features. This listing does a good job selling features, but is a little bit lacking on the benefits and also the lifestyle, which is like an implied visual benefit, right? Um, in this case, it would be shoppers are so happy to be at the restaurant, they're going to spend more, they're going to tip more, and they're going to come back, right? Um, if you had to tell a story around, like, could menus fundamentally change a restaurant's business, what would that look like? Fundamentally improve it. Let's go to this one. I do see that, this is one that I've sort of flagged as being quite well done. That we do have an infraction of the Amazon TOS. I won't tell if you won't. It's just you and me watching this. But yeah, this is the product has to be on all white. Now, sometimes you'll see your competitors even maybe doing stuff like this. I wouldn't recommend it. It will get flagged eventually. I mean, maybe it's the packaging. Maybe the argument could be made there, but I mean, it's effectively not, right? Um, but yep. So just a small note there. Again, so human faces, so they are going to see some good conversions from that. They did not waste this space. They're showing different angles of the product while doing their infographics, which is good. Different demographics as well, so that different types of folks using the blocks. Uh, yeah, I mean, it's good. It's pretty good. There's the dimensions one. Again, this will mitigate negative reviews and misunderstandings. But again, I'd probably put something there for scale. These do a pretty good job of showing for scale, though. Yeah, there you go. Some lifestyle. You notice, right? This could all be on white. Like you could have put this woman using the product on a white background, but then you lose, these elements, which, although they seem minor, do speak to a certain lifestyle, right? This looks sort of like a boho Californian, lifestyle, and that in itself sells the product. If you're if you're the type of person, um, that believes in this lifestyle, you should own this product by extension. Google, or YouTube search Simon Sinek, Sinek, start with why, and that'll give you more context as to the why behind, using why to sell stuff. Looks like they've got some videos as well, which is great. We like that a lot. Um, some slash through pricing, I like it. Amazon's choice for yoga blocks, impressive, because that is a pretty general high traffic term. Again, starting with a brand name, yoga blocks. Always, always, always lead with your main keyword that you're trying to rank for, because that'll indicate to the algorithm that's what the product is all about. Same with this. Like I don't know if menu covers is, may well be the main keyword, but if it's something like restaurant menu covers, then maybe we would want to reconsider, you know maybe we want to put that in front instead. Actually, another small note from this: some products, such as rings, I saw the other day, they'll have a lot of searches with specific measurements, because people already know what they want. The rings is a good example, because you kind of know what your ring size is. Probably you're not just shopping around randomly for any ring. This one, I don't know how many searches there are for 8.5 by 11. That's a standard size of paper, so it is quite possible that there are some searches for that term. Going down again, good use of the parent-child. Colors are getting crazier. This is turquoise. Not sure what's up with that. Um, Good bullets. Seems like I would, again. You probably want to lead with, some benefits, and then get into keywords afterwards, right? The number of people reading the bullets, I think, is gets less and less by the year. So it's, the bullets are definitely more about Amazon SEO and keyword ranking and all that. Um, some enhanced brand content, great. And again, these photos could be on a white background, but they're not, because it is selling a certain lifestyle, right? This is, if the brand is about serenity, if it's about calm, they've done a good job including some nature there. Um, Nice little cross sell. That's pretty good. I like it. Enhanced brand content is a good place to sort of cross sell, or at least make people aware that you have other stuff, right? Um, this is great. This is health problems, right? I'd almost lead with this. People are more likely to look to avoid pain than they are to seek equivalent gain. So, fire log post, interesting. This is a great use of enhanced brand content. This is awesome. That's really well done. Um, Nice detailed shots here. Again, this wouldn't come first, but it sort of just, helps build the case further. I saw the beveled edges, but I wouldn't have appreciated it as much, I don't think, if this infographic wasn't there. Right. So, yeah, great. It's really well done. I like it a lot. This is a good one. Make use of all the photo slots, obviously. Targeting the main keyword up top, using the video, some price urgency. Obviously, the reviews don't hurt. Parent-child variations, solid use of keyword density and general length in the bullets, and then some enhanced brand content. Um, this is this came with the EBC, but they sort of adapted it for their specific use case, I'm sure. So this is a great use of like a general EBC template, but it's applied to yoga, and it was used really, really well. That's very interactive and very cool. Lastly, there are this listing, although it does well, I'm sure, has some points of improvement. Okay. The first thing that you should note, right, is that these are nasal strips. They go over the nose, and I would actually highly recommend them, especially at night. But they just open up the nose and help you breathe better, get more oxygen that way. But as you can see, from the top, did not make use of all of the photo space available, and there's no video, right? If you look at something, again, like our yoga block friend here, this is just so robust, using all the space, right? But this, not so much, unfortunately, right? Not you have that real estate, it's available for use, but if you're not using it, it's just like, just wasted potential. And so if it converts well now, it could only really convert better if there's more images. It's a pretty lossless activity. It's there's a no lose there. um, I don't think the main keyword leads this listing, which is another issue. I think nasal strips or nose strips would probably be the leading keyword. So I would probably put that first. um, One thing that I do like is that this product could be very cheap. In fact, when I was doing some research for this video, I did see that there were, $8.99 or $7.99 products, but you can barely make any money at that price point. They put in a bit more quantity, and you can charge. I mean, it's still not a very high price point, but it's better than $8.99. I mean, my goodness. Short bullets, not great. Definitely, definitely could be lengthened out. Could add more keywords to it. I do like that, especially with products like this and in supplements as well. Anything that solves, a physical problem. People are often searching on Amazon the symptoms or the issues of the product, not necessarily the solution or the product itself. So, you know, um, stop snoring, for example, deal with snoring, reduce snoring, stuff like that. Those are keywords that you can run ads against for this, and it should come right up. So I do like that they have included that keyword there. Um, Enhanced brand content, you know, par for the course. But you can see, right? You can see how this, although it's human faces, so it's going to convert. It's going to convert pretty well. And I mean, to be fair, it'd be hard to advertise this thing without human faces. But you see, this. I think they're just using, try deer here, especially with this. Like this is they're getting a 4-for-1 here. They're making use of these modern tools, and I just feel like this is just a little bit dated. This feels like enhanced brand content from like 2021, right? But yeah, and then I think that because it's medical, there will be uh, some claims and some more legal considerations there. But yeah, no, it's all good. Oh, the HTML is showing here as well, so maybe just something to look out for. I don't see that too often though. But yeah, those are 3 listings. So this one, obviously good. I'm sure it's been around for quite some time. Um, yep, subscribe and save. Yeah, nice. It's been around for quite some time, but they're not maximizing, despite having what it looks like a great product. They're not maximizing their full rich media that they could be using, nor the text, and they may suffer as a result. These guys, probably the most new school in their approach, doing very well in what is quite a competitive market, right? Setting visual expectations, selling the lifestyle, using video, using enhanced brand content, and these guys something in between. These guys are just getting started. 17 ratings, right? Still new, but yeah, a little bit static, a little bit flat. So there's levels to this, and the better you get at it, you know, the more you'll convert and the more money you'll make. Because again, the listings, the ads, they're only going to do as well as the listing converts. That's it for now. I'll see you on the other side. I wrote you a free book with a full listing optimization guide in it. If you want to know exactly how to do this stuff for your specific listing, that guide is totally free. I'll drop it in the comments of this video. See you around. See you next time.